It's all right. I like sessions like this. The next session will be that much more.
It's kind of a character building session.
Yeah.
Ugh, I have so much to say about this session.
I love the drunkenness.
That was great, El.
Yes, it was really well done for never being drunk.
Drunk El is my fucking favorite thing in the whole world now. I loved that so much. You were so great. You honestly were so great.
Oh man.
I tried.
You win most entertaining bit of the session, no doubt.
It was a lot of fun.
What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I also like when Elle and I had a chat about Valna. Seth, your typing still coming through super loud, bro. Sorry. When Elle and I chatted about Valna, I just felt like I've been dragging Elle with me to a lot of places lately, but never like role playing with her, and I feel bad.
Right.
I want us our characters to grow a bond and talk more. So I thought that was
I do like that you guys are starting to like Moga did that a lot. Today was like he was separating the group so everybody could kind of have their own little conversations and trying to include everybody in. I thought you did a really good job on that.
Yeah, see, I feel bad because that's what I tried to do in the scroll shop was separate myself so Elle could talk to her. But then when we got back there, like I saw the kid with the vampirism and got sidetracked. But next time when we come back, I want to start with us leaving the shop and us role playing about the young vampire boy. Because I want to talk to Elle about how we're going to deal with that because he's most certainly going to kill that woman if he stays there with her much longer.
Write down that in the notes so you don't forget you want to have that conversation.
I'll put it in our little chat right now.
I was doing that right now already, so don't worry about it.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought this session was, in terms of what we've actually got accomplished, we didn't get anything accomplished.
But we got a
We
lot
got
of
more leads.
We got a lot of investigation done. Yeah, we opened up 2 more quest paths: the fighting pit and the sewers.
Yeah, but we don't really know where to go, is what I mean.
That's not true.
So we don't really have
We just opened
concrete direction.
We just opened 2 quest paths. We do know where to go. We can get a clue from doing the fighting pit, or we know that the person we're looking for was last seen in the sewers. Those are 2 pretty good leads, I'd say. And they're like full quests. So one's gonna be a adventure through the sewers, and one's gonna be us in a fucking gladiator pit, like a bunch of badasses.
We'll do what my plan was for the gladiator. To give you guys an idea on that. It's gonna be a one-on-one. So you'll each have an NPC to go against. I don't know if you guys want to play the NPC, so you guys as players can each have their own NPC to play against everyone. Otherwise, I'll just play them, and we'll just do kind of like we'll actually be descriptive with the combat a little bit on that one. And then if eventually it might be player versus player, which I'm going to point out right now is that player versus player is completely fucking unbalanced.
So we are gonna do actual player versus player.
Potentially, yeah. And then whoever wins wins. I mean, if all the NPCs end up winning, then I mean so they're all like hard fights. So 1v1 hard, which is pretty standardish. So you'll have to it'll be a little difficult. There's definitely a good chance of you guys being able to do it without too much of an issue.
Okay.
And then it'll be a round of 8 to a round of 4 to the round of 2, and we'll only do the players. And any damage like rolls over will be healed most likely in between the matches.
Cool.
But spell slots and stuff won't.
Gotcha. That sounds fun. I think that'll be a really fun session when we get to there.
Yeah. It's so much better when you know where it's all happening at and stuff too.
So, quick question: what was good, bad? Was kind of like,
Good question. Here's what I thought was good. I thought our sidetrack into the hospital to get the corpse was a lot of fun, but also that was kind of my spotlight time, so of course it was probably more fun for me than others. I thought drunk Elle was the highlight of the whole
I'm up against the wall.
And I will say I thought everybody had a good part. I thought, Amel, I loved that you played up how popular Luke is all of a sudden after he bought all these people this crazy expensive liquor. I thought that was a good Dungeon Master move.
Hey, what's up, guy? Oh, hey.
I thought Glad with Samuel, the attractive nurse, was a great bit. I really enjoyed that. That was definitely a highlight for Glad.
Samuel definitely has a little bit of an ego about himself.
Yeah. And I mean, Luke is good as always. Like just like Luke trying to cover up what happened when we went to the bar, and like me being like, I feel like I should ask the bartender. Yeah, and also Luke, I thought you did a great job of, like Amel said, kind of like separating up the session into different parts, because I would have just
Bite-sized.
stuck, yeah, right, exactly, like little bite-sized pieces of storyline. That was good. Yeah, Luke just all around charming as always.
I'm getting better at being charming. Let me tell you.
I think
You
we did a
are.
good job for not talking over each other too. We had
Yeah.
points, but we caught ourselves.
Very much, it was an improvement for sure. And I thought, I think Luke's lies are slowly fading from memory because his charm is like taking over. You're doing a great job of segueing into that. I've really been enjoying it. So, yeah.
How do you feel, Glad and L?
I enjoyed it. I like these kind of slower slice of life, timed RP kind of sessions. They're nice to mix it up with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yeah, the sewer would definitely be a dungeon.
I can't wait for that. I'm so excited for that.
Sewer dungeon.
I tried to just throw a little bit here. I tried to play the session more like how I think people would react in real life. Like there was a reason. We had a reason to be in the morgue. We're there to investigate a thing. Most people would understand that. And be like, right, let me help you.
Yeah. I thought that was good. I thought it was cool that you guys made a different decision than like what I wanted, but that's how the group dynamic works. And you're right.
Yeah.
Like your character wouldn't be like where the fuck am I gonna hide? Like in the middle of a hallway, like someone like it's obviously a nurse or a guard. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna stay here and wait. Fuck it.
Right.
Yeah, I liked that.
And that crit.
It's
I
better
got out
than
of here,
just
fuck
blasting
that.
him away.
Oh yeah, my crit on the investigating the vampire boy was really good too. I appreciated.
From a 1 to a none.
Thank you, chat. If you're watching this after,
Man.
if you're watching this after the game right now, Falseries, you're my boy. Thank you for giving me the crit.
Ruining my fun, sir.
That's all right. They'll increase your fun with auto fails later, I'm sure.
Yes.
I want to know what Elle's favorite part of the session was still.
When I smacked Luke upside the
Highlight when I got to smack that ass.
I just thought your whole
It
interaction,
was for the greater good.
all of your interactions with Luke this session were gold. Like literally all of them. Like the drunken interactions were so good. You're really getting Luke's goat for once, and it was nice to see.
I am gonna step out though, so you guys can keep doing your talking and insult me without me knowing.
Great.
Sure.
Perfect.
But I had fun. I thought it was a fun session, and we'll see how it continues to go with the sewers and the brawlers arena and all that type of stuff. So,
Cool. Now we can plan our mutiny. I mean, our next session. See you later.
yep, more XP points for me then, sir.
Thanks for running a great game tonight.
Yep. See you guys.
See you, man.
See ya.
I thought the session was pretty good though.
It was different. You're right. Like it wasn't. There's a little our sessions mostly have kind of a little format or like a similar pace, which happens when you play a lot of D&D. Like it's kind of like some role play, some investigation, some combat, like a little of all three pillars. But
Yeah.
like Seth said, like it's nice to have a session where like it throws some of the different pillars and different balance ratios. Yeah, at you.
What I kind of liked about the session was that it wasn't all like we had a session that took us like all we did was travel from Linwall to Davenport, and it took us like the entire session to make one travel.
Yeah,
It was all combat.
it's
With
nice.
no chance to really explore and like introduce new concepts and ideas,
Yeah,
like the lantern or anything like that.
it's nice to feel on task, but still not knowing where the fuck to go, because then we get to explore a whole bunch,
I had no idea where to go now. Like, you're like, yeah, we got tons of leads. I'm like, do we? I don't even know where to begin.
We have 2. Yeah, I just told you. What?
Well, okay, so we got a brawler arena, but that's just to get information. That's not even to get started with the actual combat.
The
Yeah.
sewers is because that's where I fought the thing last time, anyways. So
Yeah.
that's my guess.
So once we meet up and we're like, hey, Glad, I heard it was in the sewers. And he's like, that makes sense because that's where I saw it. That'll be a good place to go. But I think the arena's cool because, first of all, we get an artifact. Who knows what the fuck that does? That could lead us.
If we win.
That's true. So we better be fucking good.
No, we don't need to be good. Why be good when you can cheat?
I mean, I think this is the one occasion where Magnus... I mean, what's cheating really when you already have a fucking zombie and a bunch of spells? Is there such a thing as cheating? I don't know.
I don't know. You just need to somehow artificially beef up each other. Like, do we have any like? I don't know how to describe it.
Have any what?
Do we have any like support spells where we can just kind of like buff each other?
Most of my, because I'm a necromancer, most of my buffs only buff myself.
You have dragon breath.
I do have Dragon's Breath. But I can only do that on one person at a time. But I would gladly give it to someone, you know.
No, you have to use it on your own battle.
Also, one thing I will say is Aaron, Dungeon Master Amelwind, is not aware, I don't think. I think I mentioned it, but I don't think he's really considered what the implications of me now having Vampiric Touch and Blink means for him. Because I'm literally going to be bouncing in and out of melee range like a motherfucker. I'm going to be blinking all over the battlefield.
Here's the thing, though. Given your spell, you have to count one spell a day just to keep the enemy dead. It's like 24 hours and you have to recast it again.
I mean, technically, technically I cast that spell and then take a short rest with my Arcane Recovery and just get that spell slot back. And then I start with a zombie and full spell slots.
Okay, but then you still have to have that time period, you know? Like that downtime?
No, it's an action. Oh, well, the rest is 30 minutes, but you could assume that's part of my getting ready in the morning. It takes us 30 minutes to pack up camp, you know? It takes me 30 minutes to prepare my spells every morning anyway. I think it's not going to have any mechanical difference in the game. It's just like Mage Armor. I never say like, oh, I'm casting Mage Armor. I just assume I spent 10 minutes of ritual Mage Armor that morning, you know? Because that's what wizards do. That's part of my day is preparing my wizard stuff, so.
I was gonna...
It doesn't seem like Amel's really going to track that too much either, so.
Yeah.
No. I think I'm gonna start partying every time we enter a town. Be like, yeah, hey, what's up, everybody? Dropping money.
It's actually worked. It hasn't given us any like information yet, but it still worked like way to our advantage. Everyone loves you.
Well, no, we got the book out of it.
Oh, we did. No, you're right. We did get the book out of it. Yeah, so that's like such a huge plot jump forward. Yeah, that was great. You should definitely do that. Just start, dude. You're like bottle service in the club. Just like.
Heck yeah! It's gonna come to a point where I show up and people just give me stuff. Like,
yeah,
hey,
you're not even paying for it. You're gonna be
bring all these people in when you show up here. Have some liquor. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm now a distributor rep or whatever you want.
You're gonna be the Paris Hilton of fucking.
I want to think myself more as the P Diddy, you know, Ciroc. Those Paris Hilton, like whatever.
I love it. That's so good, man.
I just gotta keep dumping money and eventually tell Aaron, like, hey, I think at some point people should just know who I am, and it brings more people in, you know?
Yeah, for sure. You're starting to get that renowned now, because isn't your goal to become famous anyway as a character?
It's become the greatest state that's never known.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, I feel like having
but if I become famous,
I feel like having a famous alter ego is something that definitely fits in with that, right?
Of course.
You're like a famous like movie star who's like secret cat burglar, like on the side, you know.
Heck yeah, man.
So
I'm the famous movie star that's, you know, moving children to another country.
Oh God, that's awful. So yeah, last thing we'll talk about before we wrap up after the game here. We didn't really talk about it on stream too much. I just mentioned mine. So we all leveled up last session, so I want to talk about that real quick. Most of us don't get anything huge because we hit level 5. Level 6 is, I think, where a lot of us get a bunch of stuff. Or maybe that's just me.
I got an item. That's about it.
So this level, I finally got my Animate Dead spell. I got Blink and Vampiric Touch. So I'm definitely planning on just blinking into combat, using touch spells, and then blinking out a whole bunch. Like, that's going to be my new thing, while my zombie just tries to crowd control for me. But next level, I get that second zombie, and my zombie stats go up, like, a lot. They go up by quite a bit. Yeah, so that's what I got. What did, like, Glad, what did you get when you hit level 5?
So I got an extra attack.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Sweet.
I went up a spell level. I got Zone of Truth for free. And then I picked up Healing Spirit, because I feel we need some more healing in our group.
Definitely. That will be so... We have no fucking half-decent healing, so... Also...
I mean, that...
Far back. Weird.
What were you going to say, Seth?
That's a nice one because, you know, it's a D6, you know, that I can heal every round to multiple people, and
Yeah, fuck yeah.
it stays up. So
What spell was that?
healing spirit.
Yeah, that's yeah. Healing Spirit is fucking awesome. A lot of people say that spell is broken, I think. But I don't care. I'm just happy we have it on our side. So Luke, you said you got an item. What item did you get when you leveled up?
Lantern of Revealing, baby.
Oh, that's right. And Elle got to use it this session, which was cool. Elle, do you know what you got when you leveled up?
Uncanny dodge.
Can you read it? I don't remember what it does.
It's a yeah thing. Starting at 5th level when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you.
Oh, wow, shit. So I feel like we're at a point where like we were like dropping a lot in combat, all of us, you know? Like even before Glad got here, like we were just getting dropped in combat constantly. I hope we're finally over that hump with the 2 zombies coming up. Elle has that reaction. Glad has a healing spell, you know?
Oh, I get my, is that next? What level? Hold on. I get my Mechanical Servant at level 6.
Yeah, we're gonna have so much crowd control happening. It's gonna be fucking crazy after this.
Dude, that thing is gonna be disgusting. It's a rhino, so it's basically just gonna run everything over.
That's awesome.
Over and over and over.
And you said you can use it as a dependent mount, right?
I can use that as a mount when I'm not in combat.
That's
I can't combat, but I can
right.
combat.
But you can like ride it, the mechanical rhino cross country, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, guess what? We won't even need Jericho anymore because I can just have my construct just drag me across the.
Like drag the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did get us a group of ponies, yeah, so we can all ride if we need to. But you know what? Also, I figured like even if we don't use the ponies, like we can leave them at Shadowguard headquarters. If we decide there's a mission where we don't want the cart, you know, or we need to like get to the next town as fast as possible, we can just like get on the horses and gallop there as hard as we can later. So I thought that'd be cool too. But all right, y'all. Well, that's where we'll end after the game today. Thanks for staying after the game and chatting with me about the session. I had a ton of fun today. I have really grown to love Shadowguard and look forward to it every week. So.
Oh yeah, I'm loving it.
Heck yeah. All right.
It's fun. I'm gonna miss Yeti though.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss you too, Glad. Yeah, I'm sad because I know it's coming to a close. I just want to add you as a permanent member, but then it's harder to bring other guests in when it's five people. So we'll just have
Assuming I don't die, I can always come back as Glad.
Yeah, we'll just have to like once we hit the next tier of play, like once we get to level 10, then you should come back for like another 6 episode arc, you know.
Hey,
so, all right, y'all.
I know you guys are shitty, but I'm back.
I know you guys were fucking crazy, psychotic, unprofessional assholes, but I'm back.
Let's hope in the past 6 months you've learned. I bet you haven't. But...
that's great. All right, guys. Well, I'll see y'all later. Great session, and I'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
All right. Take care, Charlie.
See you guys.
That was a good session.